すみませんね。
Turns out I'm not alone. There's a few people here this morning. Just a few. But there's no one out there, so it doesn't really affect me. Just a lot of background noise. I'm fine. And they all pretty much want to see the sunset on the other side. There's a lot more people on the other side, or the sunrise, I should say. And it wasn't really that good at pictures, so I moved to this side. I was there for a little bit, got as much as I wanted. Moved to this side. I can work around them. It'll lead to pictures that it leads to. We can now see which part of the group was the Japanese part and which part was just other people. Surprisingly, quite a few none. And it's one of the largest tourist groups that I've ever seen. So imagine my surprise when they showed up this morning. But it's all good. Like I was saying earlier, I'm shooting this direction and there's no one in front of me, so why should I care too much? You know, a lot of photographers want their solace and everything, but they're just uptight individuals who can't handle change. I'm just playing with you. You know I love you and your uptight ways. I think they want to feel philosophic about everything, like being at one with nature. That's fine. Be at one with nature, but if a big group comes up, you know where you chose your spot. That's what happens when you choose a spot like this. This is what happens. You end up with people here. So, no complaining. You chose your destiny. I love that the Americans wanted to get in the group there, and they're towering above them. And there's a couple rebels right there that aren't putting their two fingers up. What's going on? The guys are all rebels. The girls are all being good and putting their peace signs up. That's awesome. Embrace it. Have fun. Okay, so that was quite the experience, and that's Mather Point. So let's discuss a little bit of Mather Point. I was just shocked that there's that many people show up. I'm like, man, they're just coming and coming and coming. And there's still a lot even without the Japanese crew. It's popular. This is a popular little spot. Okay, eventful little morning, but it didn't matter too much. Hey, I was like the first person in this parking lot. That is no longer the case. There are plenty of people here. I've never even been in the visitor center at Grand Canyon. I don't know, visitor centers aren't always that appealing. I just like going out and taking pictures, but they do have some pretty cool things. When I got here this morning, I was like, is that a crow on top? It was so dark and I had to get my flashlight and shine. I was like, that can't be. But just to double check, I shined my light up there and it was a real crow, but now it's fake. So anyways, the point is, I didn't really pick the best spot for sunrise. I really should have gone somewhere else. Oh, did I mention that I got kicked out of the parking lot last night, and then I had to go back into town, out of the park. I don't know. I have thoughts about that, about car camping, obviously, and the rangers have jobs to uphold bad laws, so it is what it is. All right, I must admit I am a little bit, the heart's pumping right here, flying this thing over this and knowing that I can't go get it. It does make my heart beat a little bit more, gives me a little bit of adrenaline, and I'm not an adrenaline kind of guy. I don't really get scared too much, I guess, or I've never put myself in scary situations, so I don't know, but yeah, I flew it a couple times, and now it's time to do some pictures with it. So I'm going to try it again, and I keep tightening the blades, and I keep checking it out, and I don't fly it too far from home, and it's kind of windy. So let's give it another shot. I'll get more comfortable one of these days. I'm just down the trail a little bit from the Grandview Vista. And it is actually a lot cooler than I remembered. Actually, it's a lot better than where I was for this sunrise. This would have been really nice, actually. Really nice. Hey, we are here at Morin Point, Grand Canyon. Yet another review of another location. Now, if you watch a lot of the other reviews, it'll look very similar. Let's give you a view of it. Hey, I stopped at a couple of places here in Grand Canyon. I've stopped at the Grandview, and I stopped here at Morin Point. Seems like I've stopped at a few different places. It's midday now. I took a nap at the last place. I tried taking a nap with the car not on, and it's only like 55 degrees, but it's like a hot 55 because I got t-shirt on, and it's not cold at all, and my car is black. Therefore, I started to roast, so I don't know how long. I think it was a very short nap. So I wanted to nap a little bit more so that I could do a little bit more night stuff, but it's going to be difficult. I'll find a place where I can keep the car running while I nap. That costs a couple dollars, but it's worth a good nap so I can take some good pictures in the evening and not get too tired. I also edited a vlog, and I flew a little bit, so yeah, it's been pretty good. Pretty kind of lazy day, actually. Pretty much any of these locations I would have rather been at for sunrise. That's too bad. This would have been a great sunrise location. Maybe I'll stay here for sunset. Who knows? Looks like the clouds are starting to get ominous here. Grand Canyon. Alright, so this is what happens when I'm driving here alone and just, I'm searching for a place to take pictures. I was supposed to be out of the Grand Canyon Park a little while ago. I got a little tired. I was a little bit lazy. I'm finally leaving. We got some dark clouds. It's certainly not flying weather. It's too windy. And I don't know where to go for sunset. Do I stay here for sunset? That was a big question. Or do I go explore? I know what the Grand Canyon is like, and I don't know what some of these other places are like. So I decided to leave and kind of scout out some locations. I hope I made the right decision. I've got to take a detour on my way to Page because part of the road is collapsed. So I'm going to go through Kanab on over the river, on this other route that I've never been on. Should be pretty cool. Doesn't the sky looks awesome. I hope I can find some good spots pretty soon, but right here, just the green isn't really inspiring me to stop. Alright, I thought I'd come and hang out here with some horses. I don't know if they're wild or not, but a couple of them are definitely on my side of the fence, and a couple are on another side of the fence, and it's not really near really anything, so they may be, but they look nice. A couple of them look really nice. Unfortunately, the one that's really close to me isn't as cool, as photogenic to me as some of these other ones. Hey, this location's called the Little Colorado Scenic Overlook. We're still in the car. We haven't really gotten out yet, but I will take you out there. Though I must say it is a little bit windy. This is on Indian land. This is what it looks like here. You got some, there are poles so you don't fall down into there. This color isn't maybe quite as photogenic in my personal opinion as some of the red stone. Now that's pretty far down there. They call this the Little Colorado. I wonder if that is the Little Colorado River down there. And if so, where's the Big Colorado? How far away is that from here? Well, I certainly wish I knew where all the good spots were here between Grand Canyon and Page, so I could plan to stop at them. I guess today is exploring day. Well, this last couple hours is, so I guess I'll keep going. About an hour to sunset. Wish I had a good spot. This was cool, but not good enough to stop for sunset. Well, hey, this is where I ended up for sunset. Where is it? No idea. Just off the 89, headed towards Page/Kanab. Flew the copter around here, a nice little dirt road. A lot of these places around here just have very easy access dirt roads, which I'm thankful for. That's kind of cool to explore a little bit. I would have preferred a more, just a little better. I would have preferred to be able to see the sunset itself. It dipped below that horizon pretty early, but this was pretty cool. Pretty strong wind, so flying was interesting. And I must say, I must repeat a interesting story from earlier. The helicopter was flying around. I think I had it on the wrong mode, like home lock or course lock. And I got within that 30-meter buffer where it kind of switches back and out of home lock, and so it started to not act the way it should, and you know, my reflexes aren't so good, so I'm like, just power up, don't fall down the cliff. And then come towards me, because away from the, you know, abyss. And it was coming towards me, and it was coming in hot for a crash landing. And I'm just like, oh my gosh! And I reached out and I grabbed it by the landing pad, and it was going 20, 30 miles an hour, and I'm just like, boom! And I caught it, and it was rocking. It was awesome. I felt so cool and kind of nerve rattling as well. My knees were shaking. So, that's my thought. Pretty cool, huh? Anyways, it's time to go. Alright, there's the roadblock. Oh, excuse my C-SPAN. Yeah, I am listening to C-SPAN. What of it? So I can't go that way to the page, so I'm going to take a 100-something mile detour. Whatever, I got an extra day. Sunset, I thought, man, there was big, huge storm clouds out there that would be all crazy. And it came in like a lion and left like a lamb. How does that saying go? What is that saying? Roar like a lion, bleat like a lamb? I don't know. Something like that.